wants to riff?
This one goes out to every stupid cross. They're born fully in touches of the buckets for yours. They want a big bed of blood on wall. They don't what they want and they got them clutching the pearls.
This one's about Joe Rogan and every fucking dumb podcast fucker who's ruining comedy.
They were all angels. Got it, her brains, some boys are shooting a team. Obsessed with malperception of their fantasy. When you're scared of the fight, it's emotional delusion, it's abdication. As a populations, they were all in jokes. So we took the passage just to bring the smell of the boats. All you see is blood and devoid of you. They say every broken rockets from these kids moving movers. They were all in jokes. Doing as my wow. You should have seen the smile on the face of the king. The penalty of the man to my name. This works it down. Before the joke is on you. They want a king after. It's just a matter of time before you're next on the list. You thought your shit and now your shit is through. You got it all wrong, now the joke is on you. You thought your shit and now your shit is through. You got it all wrong, now the joke is on you.
Avoid the comfortable
What's up, everybody?
idea
We rip a little
that the
bit
mere form of government can of itself safeguard a nation against despotism. Many observers have found that two workable yardsticks help in discovering how near a community is to despotism: the respect scale and the power scale.
A careful observer can use a respect scale to find how many citizens get an even break. As a community moves towards despotism, respect is restricted to fewer people. A community is low on a respect scale if common courtesy is withheld from large groups of people on account of their political attitudes. If people are rude to others because they think their wealth and position gives them that right, or because they don't like a man's race or his religion. A power scale is another important yardstick of despotism. It gauges the citizens' share in making the community's decisions. Communities which concentrate decision-making in a few hands rate low on a power scale and are moving towards despotism.
This song is dedicated
like
to your
France
boss.
under the Bourbon kings, one of whom said, "The state, I am the state." Today, democracy can ebb away in communities whose citizens allow power to become concentrated in the hands of bosses.
What I say goes, see? I'm the law around here.
I tell you how I spell corporate waste. I spell it CEO. The profits are the bottom line. I see some ways that can go. Something great to see the C-suite. You're a company man. Blowing policies and has a anytime position. Rather than you over to assume the position. Ready for prosperity. They're desperate for a taste. So they show their respect to the man with the check. Even though the fucker is just corporate waste. Corporate waste. we see.
Look at the value of your labor for their own.
When it is completion and fight in progress.
They put the workers to keep money in their pockets. Just to convince you of their lies.
The lies to insanity, they measure better to understand that it's
Checkbook exposing their hypocrisy.
Subservient mentality has got to go. Let's corporate greed, sex with grog, human compassion, and more fucking wrong.
National Bring Your Kids to Work Day. My job at the White House is to communicate the president's message. We are here to make America great again. We live in the best country in the history of the world. I want to know if Donald Trump likes you. See and give many hugs to children. How many people has he fired? We have not had anyone fired. What's the state of the border?
Civil rights groups say last week's deportations included 3 American children, all U.S. citizens. One of them is battling cancer. Parenting 101.
Say the kids, defeat the lies, search the food, let them praise, all in the name of walking capital K. So if you know where to look, it's all the heart of a buck. This time of this year, but really it is teachers nurture kids 'cause they care. Your village is strong. As soon as a predator enters by a different name, the salary is still, but the goal is the same. Prey on the children of another of desire. Smothers on his head of yours and let it grow up in the fires.
And by the way, I never went to the island, and Bill Clinton went there supposedly 28 times. I never went to the island, but Larry Summers, I hear, went there. He was the head of Harvard. I never had the privilege of going to his island.
Simple yet shocking fact. It is this. A flood tide of filth is engulfing our country in the form of news den of sense. It is threatening to pervert an entire generation of our American children.
This one is about the National Center of Sexual Exploitation and their homophobic genocide in South Africa.
It's
be right back. Stick around, we got good stuff. It truly was the road. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. It's me. I'm sorry. It's Hellion.Vision from the channel Hellion.Vision. Just wanted to let you know real quick that your style is bad. It's not good. It's really not good at all. But it's okay. I'm here to help. That's right. Designed by yours truly. It's time you got some clothes that riff as hard as you do, don't you think? Look at this fancy number right here. Look at this little number right here. Or how about this one? Yeah, you'd like to wear that, wouldn't you? Order this one, drape it over your nips, boom, it's Knitmas. In all sincerity, I had a lot of fun designing these clothes. I want to do it a lot more, and it's a great way to support the channel. Oh, wait a minute, handsome viewer, I forgot to tell you. Channel members get discounts. yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. Merry Nitmas, one and all. The festive season is upon us. Welcome, welcome to America's number 3,000 billion stream. How is everybody doing tonight? Let me do a roll call. Everybody, calm down. What's going on, everybody? Ajax, what's happening? Grand Theft, what's going on? What's happening, gang? Very good to see you. Yes, that was a Silent Hill song indeed. At the end there. What's up, that Opal guy? What is up? An epic sermon of shred. Thank you. Capitalism by Protector. What's up, Tom? I have to listen to that. I don't know if I know Protector. I gotta get in on that. I gotta get clued in. Yes. Yeah, do I record the drum parts? Not on this. Not on this stuff because it's just in my house and I have a 2-year-old. So no, I program them all for this. For the songs. All right, everybody, what's up? We got some good stuff. Thank you all for coming out. Let me tell you what we got today, okay? Let's get this nonsense out of the way. That's enough. Highfalutin. Jazzing it up, okay? We had enough fun for one evening. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff today. So a few things we're gonna be covering, okay? Obviously, we're gonna be covering the mystery, man, of the Nick Shirley video. David. Who is David? We will find out. Oh, Grand Theft Autobot, I just saw you made a Metalocalypse reference, and I love that. That's like my favorite show. But most importantly, guys, what we're going to be talking about one thing today, and we're going to save it for when we need a nice palate cleanser. We're going to be talking about the Glasgow art. I would call it a sport, but I think it's more of an art of full force kicking the balls. Now, what does that mean? It means exactly what it sounds like. It's combat full force kicking the balls. We are also going to cover a little bit of a, what do you call it? A class action lawsuit going up against the McRib for not having any rib in it. How about that? Bet you could have called that one. Also, Alaska tried to like make an AI chatbot its courtroom. I guess it's judge. We're gonna find out. But guess how that went? Not good. And also, I want to share a heartwarming story about a hacker who hacked a white supremacist dating website and leaked it on OkStupid. That sounds great. Oh, the Metalocalypse posters? Yeah, Ajax. I used to have those first couple seasons on DVD. You know, not to age myself, but I have the original Aqua Teen seasons 1 through 4 on DVD and stuff. Hate to think about how old those are now. Also, we've got a heartwarming story about a monkey who stole some instruments from a store. So that'll be fun. Why don't we kick it off? Let's talk about our hacker here and OkStupid and leaking white supremacist information as such. Now, this is an interesting article to me. Oh, William Murphy's. Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry, Kermit. You hit me with that, and that sent me into a tizzy, a nostalgic tizzy. I've been tizzed. Just call me Ashley Tisdale, because I'm in a tizzy. All right, that's enough of that. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about this heartwarming tale of a hacker putting on a show, and what a show it was, because this hacker did a little hacking on a white supremacist dating website. Now, what strikes me as hilarious is using your love of hatred to find love. I find that to be fascinating. We bond over our shared hatred of non-whites. That's a bizarre thing. Oh, yeah, by the way, the hacker is Kimberly from the Power Rangers. Did I forget to mention that? It's the Pink Ranger. So that's cool, too. But anyway, this is a particularly interesting story. No, that's not an ad. It does look like an ad. That is actually what the hacker wore, because they did this on display in front of a bunch of people for one of those Chaos Communication Congress. The thing is called. It's like one of them hacker get-togethers, you know, hacker backpacker get-togethers. Anyway, I find this particularly fascinating because there's currently a big issue going on with cyber harassing people, and especially in the conservative field. A lot of people are harassing people in the cyber world in the name of Charlie Kirk. So this is an interesting article to me. So we'll talk about that more one day. But this is where we're at right now, and this gives us a little bit of hope. This is just a feel-gooder right here. So, researcher wipes white supremacist dating sites and leaks the data on OkStupid.lol. A fantastic website name right there. I love that. Security researcher Martha Root in a pink Power Ranger outfit deletes white supremacist dating sites live on stage, leaks 8,000 profiles and 100 gigabytes of data at Chaos Communication Congress 2025. Now I find this to be, again, so interesting because right now, like, conservatives are really on this thing where Super Sentai is over after this year, by the way. Power Rangers Future is bleak. That's upsetting, but maybe the Power Rangers will have to do some original stuff. I don't know. They might have to. I can't fathom what American-based Power Rangers would be. But anyway, like I was saying, so right now there's like this idea floating around in conservative spheres that like leftists want to hunt conservatives or something, and as a result, what I see a lot of right now is things like doxing, cyber harassment on people who've just said whatever about Charlie Kirk or whatever about whatever policy that people disagree with, anything like that, right? And it's a legitimate problem. Not a lot of states have the laws in place to protect people from that sort of stuff, right? So that idea is out floating around. And meanwhile, they would maybe see something like this and perceive it as, you know, an attack on these people. But the reality is, you know, if you're looking at somebody who's practicing their politics rooted in empathy, right? They're not looking to start a war with people, right? That's not the idea, at least, right? They're not looking to dox people, harass them, expose their information. Now, if you live your life leading with hatred, then yeah, you will get exposed. It just never works out. And there's a reason why people try to hide this stuff, right? And try to keep these sentiments, these politics, a secret, as opposed to just being upfront about who they are. So, you know, ultimately, if you're getting your information leaked and the thing that you're afraid of is just being associated with those politics, like, what does that say about your politics? Anyway, a self-described security researcher operating under the pseudonym Martha Root has breached and exposed thousands of user profiles from a WordPress-hosted white supremacist dating website, White Date, and two associated platforms, White Child and White Deal. Jesus Christ. The incident was discussed during the 39th Chaos Communication Congress in Hamburg in late December 2025, and has since drawn both praise and controversy across cybersecurity and political circles. Root, whose identity, just the Power Ranger lore going on in the chat right now is fucking awesome. Root, whose identity remains unknown, published the leaked data on a site she created called OkStupid.lol. Incredible. Yo, this person is awesome. So fucking sick. Root, whose identity remains unknown, published the leaked data on a site she created called OkStupid.lol, a play on mainstream dating service OkCupid. A subset of user profiles is now browsable via an interactive map, while the fullest data set has been archived through distributed denial of secrets. That's awesome. A whistleblower platform known for hosting sensitive leaks. That's crazy. Profile location set by user, or I swear I live in Paris. Leaked EXIF data. Oops, that's your real address. Whoa, that's nuts. Oh my gosh. That's the homepage of OkStupid.lol. Oh, it's really crazy. Like, this is honestly, like, this is crazy. The information, there's like information warfare going on. It's so crazy. Yes, I think yes, I think Root also deleted the site live. Took all the information from it, archived it, deleted it. Well, let's see, because they'll probably tell us. The operation, according to reports, Root. Oh, okay, I see what they're doing here. They're just doing weird comments. The operation, according to reports, this is worded weird. I'm sorry, it's just farting my brain up. Anyway, the operation, according to reports, Root involved herself infiltrating the White Date platform and quietly extracting detailed information from user profiles. She also deployed a custom-built AI chatbot to engage with users and gather data more efficiently, effectively automating social engineering at scale. I like that AI. That's okay. The goal was to gather as much data as possible before the site went offline or noticed, Root said. As seen by hackred.com, more than 8,000 user profiles and roughly 100 gigabytes of data were extracted. The leaked dataset contains highly detailed personal information, including the breach appears to have exposed over 8,000 user profiles, profile photos, bios, and declared beliefs, internal communications and admin-level data, information possibly linking users to other accounts, metadata from uploaded images, some containing GPS coordinates. In her CCC talk, Root reportedly demonstrated how some users reused usernames or email patterns, allowing connections to profiles on mainstream social platforms or previous leaks. A video of her CCC presentation is now available online, confirming that the on-stage demonstration, including the moment she deleted the main website, the White Date website, all this while she wore a pink Power Ranger costume during the presentation. Yeah, it's a cool video. It's right there. We're going to watch it. White Date, which claimed to be a dating platform for white people with traditional European values, was explicitly built around white nationalist and ethno-nationalist ideologies. The site marketed itself as a counter to woke culture and used far-right imagery and talking points in its branding. White Date's own servers reportedly failed to properly secure user information or restrict bot activity. Root exploited those vulnerabilities to access the underlying infrastructure and map out user data with minimal resistance. She also claims to have identified the site's owner and administrative team, though those details have not been published. Two additional far-right platforms, Aryan Date and Nationalist Connect, were also caught up in the data scraping, though it's unclear whether Root's method of access was the same for each. Yes, so awesome. Like, this is good stuff. This video's sick because the crowd just goes nuts. It goes deleting all the sites. Look at that, the file system, the database, the server. They got the admin, they changed the admin mail passenger, all of it. Like, this is the little stuff that you gotta love that gives you hope right now. There's not much in the world. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. Whitechild.net. Yeah, this is crazy. White date. What is that for more? Follow me for more fun. Chaos Social. / back to the root. Yo, incredible. Incredible. And they deleted the email, so there's no way to get it back afterwards. So awesome. I mean, see, I'm not like super tech savvy. There's some people in this community who are like tech savvy. I got no idea how they do shit like this, but like it's fucking cool. I don't know, man. This is the shit that is, now very much a thing. Anyway, make sure your shit's locked down. Also, not unless you're on white date, which if you are, I don't know why you're in here. But if you are, keep your password 12345. It's a good one. Publishing the data, OkStupid.lol and DDoS secrets. Root created OkStupid.lol as a satirical front end to the leak, letting anyone view sanitized versions of the profiles with photo redactions and pseudonyms. However, the full unredacted dataset has been handed over to DDoS Secrets, a group that has published troves of leaked content over the years, including police documents, fascist group chat logs, and financial data from authoritarian regimes. My internet is trying to tell me I have ADHD. Oh God. What is it doing this time? Tell me it's not stuttering like last time. Anyway, let me know if it's farting out here. Oh, nice. Oh, this is a Martha Root's hack here. This is her explaining it. Oh, they got a page. Yo, go subscribe to them on YouTube. Oh my God, writer, I'm so dumb. The ADHD test for adult. You know what? My internet doesn't have to tell me I have ADHD. The doctor told me that a while ago. Many years ago. That's so funny. So do subscribe to Martha Root, okay? 2.39 subs. They deserve a lot more. Let's watch this video.
Normally, light features are recessive, right? So actually, there should be at least somewhat almond-shaped eyes.
Yeah, but that's only with your own genetics. And because if you take an egg from a Nordic woman and sperm from a Nordic man and you unite the two in vitro to create an embryo, and then you implant this embryo into a Chinese woman, then this Chinese woman, she's just the uterus.
This is Liv Heidi, founder of White Date,
Losers.
White Child and WhiteDeal.net, speaking on the podcast of Frank Kramer, guitarist of Stalgewitter, arguably Germany's most charmingly subtle Nazi band, a man whose understanding of genetics is just as solid as his ideology. You remember that dating site I mentioned? The one I said I signed up for to find love and strong traditional values? Well, that was a lie. Hi, I'm Martha Root. Online, I go by Back to the Root. And no, I'm not a trad wife in training. I'm a journalist, and the last few months I've been deep inside whitedate.net, documenting everything, its user base, its ideology, and the woman running it all. Because Liv isn't just your average Pinterest Nazi with an obsession for Nordic runes and fertile wombs. She's trying to build a full-blown fascist white supremacy network, disguised as a dating app. She doesn't want journalists snooping around. She warns her users about feds and anti-white infiltrators. So I sent one in. Not a person, a large language model. That's right. Some of White Date's most dedicated Aryan suitors spent weeks chatting with a chatbot, trained, prompted, monitored by me. And while they flirted with their perfect trad wife, I collected data, screenshots, patterns, plans. Because Liv built this whole empire from the shadows, separating her online persona from her real identity. But what if her echo chamber isn't as soundproof as she thinks? In the next videos, we'll look closer at her users, her ambitions, the infrastructure she's using, and maybe, just maybe, at what it's like to run a Nazi dating site from a quiet northern German suburb. Follow. It only gets weirder from here.
Yo! Whoa, 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 whoa,
No.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I can link their YouTube page. I'll put it in the description. Holy moly. Yo. Come on. I'm so excited. I am so excited.
White Deal is a freelancer platform for white freelancers, meaning white providers of services, whether online or offline, who offer their services in a pro-white context. Pro-white, of course, can refer to someone who is white or not white. So if a non-white, pro-white person wants to work with a white person, they are, of course, welcome to sign up as a client and hire one of these white freelancers or providers. And that's how it works with Deal as well. Again, a pro-white platform that operates exclusively, right? Which is already quite bold in this world, where as white people, we're not allowed to do anything for ourselves and aren't even allowed to recognize ourselves as white. Whitened Child takes it a step further. Whitenedchild.net, so specifically whitedeal.net and whitenedchild.net is essentially a comprehensive platform for two distinct parties. One party, for instance, can generously donate their sperm and eggs, and the other party, so specifically white people, of course, who are actively seeking such valuable donations primarily due to issues of infertility or other related medical conditions.
So, yeah, Christiana is building a fascist lifestyle brand, one URL at a time. And here's the real question. Do her service providers know what they're enabling? Because even though Liv hides behind pseudo-intellectual waffle and trad aesthetics, her content is clearly extremist.
Many people still don't understand this and really need to be shaken awake. And some will probably never understand that what's happening here is a race war. And
my God.
yeah, like I said, poof, of course that sounds crazy. I would never have thought or said that 5 years ago either. But just look at everything that's happened in the meantime, right? Especially with White Date, I'm right at the heart of this movement. And I've witnessed this defamation and the counteractions from the big platforms. Of course, this genocide, white genocide, is being supported by the big platforms. That's part of the Great Reset.
Oh my
White
God.
Deal
Wait,
is a
okay.
freelancer platform for white freelancers, meaning white providers.
We gotta go to OkStupid. We gotta go to OkStupid. I don't even care. I don't even care. Come on, OkStupid. Come on, OkStupid. Amazing. Look at this. This is awesome. Holy shit. Welcome to OkStupid.lol, the only place where one person's questionable life choices meet the tragicomic world of far-right online dating. I poked around the digital love bunker so you don't have to. You're welcome, probably. Oh my God. Yeah, the silence of exception. Yeah, Martha Root can have my information. I don't give a fuck. Incredible. I dedicate my information to the cause here. Oh, this is awesome. After stumbling into whitedate.net, a site for Europids seeking tribal love, their words, not mine, I scraped, poked, and prodded the public data, user profiles, and platform quirks. What did I discover? Not just a digital echo chamber of paleo fantasies and bioessentialism, but also poor cybersecurity hygiene that would make even your grandma's AOL account blush, image metadata EXIF, Oh, EXIF data, yeah. So revealing, it practically hands out home addresses with a side of awkward selfies, a gender ratio that makes the Smurf village look like a feminist utopia. Oh my god. Oh my god. Martha Root is the hero of life. Whoa, that's so funny. A gender ratio that makes the Smurf village look like a feminist utopia. A paywall system so confusing, we're still not sure if we accidentally bought a timeshare in Saxony. And a paper trail so obvious, even a bot could follow it back to the founder, and probably did.
Normally light features are recessive, right? So actually, there should be at least somewhat almond-shaped.
Oh yeah, we saw that one. Holy moly. Imagine calling yourselves the master race, but forgetting to secure your own website. Maybe try mastering to host WordPress before world domination. Here you'll find the raw data, scrubbed of emails and private messages for now, code snippets, statistical breakdowns, and a full video series on how and why we expose this digital fever dream. Fun fact, the whole operation is run by a company owned by a woman named Christine Horn. See the company details here. Feel free to explore the numbers, marvel at the tragic romance of digital fascists, or build your own bot to see if you can finally get a reply. Oh my god. She lets you build a bot? She lets you build a bot? It's not our differences that divide us. It is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. Audre Lorde. Woo, preach. Whew. Amazing. Okay, all right. So this is hey, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Nah, I'm fucking out of here. Oh my gosh. User data. Whoa. Just like, where do we start? Where do we even begin? Oh my gosh. Where do we even begin? This is okay. All right, let's start with Sven. A 37-year-old man from Finland. So, does he have no messages here? Or he's... Sven. Okay. I want to see some messages, I think. I think that's what I'm in the market for. Right? I think I'm in the market for messages. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, the statistics. Now, I'm wondering what the request deletion of your personal data does here, because I'm wondering if it actually does that, or if it does something else. We're not on the deep web. We are on Martha Root's web. I'm Shirley registered. They surely know many things about me now, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot of men on here. So let's see. There's 6,640 members. The average age is 48.2. Ooh, that's for the average age. Not a lot of young people on that platform. 86% men, 14% women. That's tough. That's a tough ratio. You're going to have trouble finding love. What is the most niche man? That's a great... We have to find that. Okay, so the United States has the most. It's the most people in here. 3,411. Oh, premium. Oh, God, this tells us everything. Reddit says average age is almost 50. What are the chances that most of these men and women have had at least one marriage prior? Higher than the percentage of men on this platform. It's a number higher than that. Top countries. United States and USA. Yeah. Oh, God. I guess on the website itself, you could register yourself as from the United States or USA. Yeah, they must have had like weird So Kermit, this is all of the members of this white supremacist dating website. Yeah, there's a total of 6,000. I think they just there's some repeat here's like USA, United States, right? There's United Kingdom and then like different areas. So I think that you could list your own location on that website in a drop down probably that had multiple options, and then it would be like USA and United States. Yeah, because they are smart. And it's telling us here that like, okay, no premium memberships in the United States. 37 premium memberships from like the UK. I think that's what it's telling us there. 1 premium membership from the Netherlands. 42 people from the Netherlands. That's tough. That's tough to be a racist in the Netherlands. That's not easy. That's not easy at all. This is incredible. Oh, yeah. Okay. So these are all okay. Whoa. So they need to have so many different options. Confederate States of America, currently staying long-term in England. Look at how many options they have. They have the Confederate States of America. That's crazy. That's crazy the amount of considerations they need to make for racists. That's kind of like, in a way, like backwards woke, you know? They're like, yeah, see, USA with 2 dots. USA. Yo, no way. Holy shit. Oh, United Stadia. Yo, this is crazy. Oh my God, the master race is dumb. I mean, we knew that, but wow. I want to see some of these messages, if there's some messages we can find. Okay. Oh, sick. Okay. Oh, we can see the details. We can see the details. Okay, everybody, calm down, calm down, calm down. Here we go. All right. Let's find our favorite. Let's find our favorite racist and look at their page. Oh man, I didn't think this would be so juicy. Let's see. Oh no. Look at those bees. Oh man. Is this the genetically superior man right here? He's got a scary stare. All right, let's see some details. Wait, okay, let's check out Americans. Let's check out some Americans. Let's go around. Everybody, let's go to let's start with America. Let me know what you want to see next. But let's start with some Americans. Okay, let's start with the good old US of A. Now, which am I gonna pick? That is the question. Let's start with the United States of America. Oh, buddy. Wing Zero is a 33-year-old man from the United States of America. My name is Jackson. I'm a racially conscious conservative Christian who is very concerned about the future of America. This is a man from Virginia Beach seeking a woman. Income between $20,000 and $40,000 a year. Doesn't have children yet. Groups, no messages. You're not giving us a lot of information here, buddy. Let's try another. Oh, the United States of America doesn't have... Okay, that's not the main United States. Let's try that one. United States. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's why. That'll do it. All right. All right, this guy looks like a stock image. So let's start with him. Oh, that shouldn't be on your dating profile. That's not a picture that should be on your dating profile. The other one's fine. The other one's fine. What's this one? I can't abide by this. Yes, like a writer said, keep in mind, not all the details and messages are posted here. You're absolutely right. Okay, so this is Midwest magnetism. Millennial Honky 89. Oh, I want to see what Millennium Honky 89 is saying. Okay, we got good stuff. Let's start here. Whoa. Oh, this is a fucking profile. This is a profile right here. This is a profile. I don't even... Okay. May 2024 update. Now an official and Christmasted Orthodox Christian. Apparently I need to write more than a few sentences to have my profile approved, so I'll just write whatever comes to mind. Lifelong lover of white people. Lifelong lover of white people. Hoping to meet some on this site. In a way, all of the alienation that white people have experienced in the 21st century has been a huge lesson that the white race will hopefully never need to learn again. We now see that other races hate us for our brilliance, competence, and beauty, and simultaneously refuse to live apart from us because we build successful, safe, beautiful societies. They also refuse to emulate us. They insist on retaining their own ways of life, regardless of their cultural failures. Holy shit. Oh, this is amazing. Holy fuck, this guy's a dumb fuck. They refuse to act white while simultaneously scrambling for access to white neighborhoods and school districts. It never seems to occur to them that they spend their lives chasing white people while insisting that whites are the bane of their existence. On some level, they know, of course, that, oh, I can't even read the rest of this. I don't know my IQ because it's never been tested, but I earned a Bachelor of Science in Physics, so I think that means my IQ is above average. No, I don't think that's what that means. My income, his nickname is Midwest, like Midwest Boner or something, so I don't think he lives in a city. Hobbies are running and work? No wonder you hate everybody. You hate your life. Those can't be your only two activities. Running and work? Those combined with white well-being pretty much exhaust all of my time. Running, work, and worrying about being white are this guy's three main hobbies. My friend, build a model ship for an afternoon. Do us all a favor and get a big 1,000-piece puzzle. Occupy your time. What the fuck? Oh. Arcane Nim, how you doing? I'm from the Midwest. We don't need him. That's amazing. Welcome, Arcane Nim. Welcome. Those combined with white well-being. Oh my gosh. I focus on my business, but I've read many modern classics, both fiction and non-fiction. I don't read anything that's marketed to kids. Wow. He's from, Pittsburgh. Motherfucker's in a city. Motherfucker is in a city with plenty of diversity. What the fuck? Oh my god. Race Europid? What is this? It's this Nazi lingo. Holy shit, man. A traditional and sensible lady. That's what I'm looking for in a partner. I probably don't need to go into detail here. You know who you are. Holy shit. Okay, all right. Groups, how to build white communities. What the fuck? No, I don't want to go to white date. Oh, no. I don't want to go there. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. And then it shows you what photos they left the EXIF data on. My goodness gracious. Oh. What a treat. This is, we'll go through a couple profiles. This is so rich and decadent. This is like, no. Come on. Why is there always one picture in the group that is so murdery? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, Ajax, the website does not scrub the EXIF data. Like, just so you guys know, any picture you take, like on your phone, if you don't know this, you know, or on a camera especially, it's got metadata attached to it, right? Unless you change settings on a camera or anything like that, it takes a picture and it's got the metadata on it, GPS, where it was taken, time and date, all that stuff. And if you post to Facebook or something like that, or Instagram, it will strip that. Nobody can download just your photo directly from there. But like if somebody sent you a photo over the phone or something like that, like that would have the EXIF data in it or whatever, unless it's specifically stripped. Any website would strip this data. That's like security 101. That I'm not an internet person in a lot of ways, and I know that shit. Oh my god, Tom, he is just trying to find his Eva Braun. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, Ajax, it feels like this the site was built as a honeypot. Yeah, I think probably that's how I was like, when I got into it and everything, it was like, oh yeah, take my data. Martha Root's gonna have it. And you can request to remove your data. Like, what's Martha Root gonna do with that? Holy moly. All right, let's go to oh no, we got to read this guy's. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I pulled up his look. Okay, I'm looking for a loyal and traditional white woman to enjoy life with. I'm a J-woke music producer. What's J-woke? J-woke? J-woke music? Yo, what the fuck is J-woke music? J-woke, but woke music. Wait, so what the fuck is J-woke? Does anyone know what the fuck J-woke is? I'm a J-woke music producer, America First nationalist, and race realist days. So this guy's a literal Nazi. This guy's just a Nazi. I don't know what J-woke music is. I don't like the sound of it though. Oh my gosh. Looking. Oh. Ideal first date, the local. Oh god. Okay, so he's a Holocaust denier. Oh, look at the username. Groyplon AF is his name. Oh my god, Ryder, you're right. Ryder said look at the name. Like, yeah, you know who he listens to a lot. Exactly. Oh my god, there's so many details on these people. It's hard to even figure out. Sorry, this guy's also 47. Response rate to first message 100%. You're too thirsty. That's a thirsty ass Nazi right there. Look at that. Oh my god. Most passionate about family, interests, family, classical music, making music, dogs, fitness, dancing, tennis, racket sports, golf, shooting sports, personal growth. Personal growth? J-Rock. Now I'm saying, there you go. I like that. That's funny. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hair, light brown. I don't know. All right. Let's go to a different country. These are the wait. We should probably see it. We should do equal opportunity. We should see a woman's profile. Yo, this guy's got fucking hit. Oh no. Yo, guys. Oh wait, what is this? The same dude? These pictures, yo, master race. Wipe your phone down, please. Oh my god, there's no way. To be fair, there's no way that, yo, you gotta wipe your phone. There's no way that wait, who is this? This is a different profile. Is this 2 people? Is this 3 people? Who are you? All right. Let's start with the lady, because we have to do equal opportunity here. We have to do both men and women. Oh, God. Here we go. Heather. Barnegat Township, United States. Holy fuck, I think this person is from New Jersey. That means they're from my state. And amazingly, like, some things don't change. Response rate to first message, 11%. All creeps messaging her, like, you know. No way. All right, here we go. Looking for someone that could be my partner, teammate, and best friend. I'm fun, enthusiastic, outgoing, smart, and witty. I love to laugh. Anyone that can laugh at their own jokes is a definite plus. I'm very laid back most of the time. How could you be a Nazi and say you're laid back? How can you be a white supremacist and say you're laid back? Oh, Ajax, the lady profile is a catfish. Maybe. Could be. I have a solid balance between work and play. I will try anything at least once, because you never know what your new favorite thing just might be. I'm genuinely a happy person. I love trying new restaurants, but I'm also up for just grabbing a beer. I have goals. Yeah. Okay, you're looking for a sexy man who's smart, works hard, who's successful, has goals in life. I don't want to be your mother. I'd like to be someone who's... You're looking on the wrong website if you're not looking to have one of these baby boys. Like, come on. I love to cuddle, so I need a good snuggle bunny. But is also, you have to be white. You must be white. I want someone that can be my best friend as well as a good lover. Yep. Joyzy. Not from my, nah. Not in my Joyzy. We don't fuck with this. Yeah, I mean, see, this is interesting. Because, like, this profile really doesn't seem to, like, have as much of the hateful kind of shit in there. But it's just like, it's like, I just don't get it. Why are you, why are you like that? And why are you on this site? Why does it have to be white? Oh man. Anyway, looking for a racially aware woman who wants a family and like-minded. A fighter, someone who wants to do for their race and is supporting my actions for the 14 words. Yo, I do not understand this Nazi stuff. Holy shit. Holy moly. Looking for in a partner, kindness, openness. You're on a white supremacist website. You're not gonna find kindness and openness. Family orientedness. You don't need to put the ness in there, Master Race. You don't need to put the ness in there. Is Automod going wild? Maybe because we're just talking about some wild shit. Being able to joke around is also great. Passion about more than one thing. Finally, history, traveling, and getting to know new places and nature. Political orientation, pro-white, based? Is your political orientation based? Holy shit. Oh, Lizard, what's up? Lizard, this is your kind of story right here. We're doing a lizard tale right now. And it's just gone. We spent so much time on this. It's been so fun. Holy shit. Vaccination stance, not COVID vaxxed. Other stuff. Jaywalk. Oh, God. Jaywalk is a term used by Nazis to describe someone who's adopted Nazi views, implying that they've been awakened to the issue. So he makes Nazi music, is what he's saying. Why can't they just say what they do? Like, that's so gross. Favorite vacation spot? Somewhere I haven't been to yet. Never stop exploring. How can you be a white supremacist and want to go to other places where there might be non-whites? The cognitive dissonance is really fucking me up on this one. It's really fucking me up. I don't even know, like, what funny things can be said about the Master Race here. What? I mean, come on. You're giving the looks too hard on this one. Ay caramba. I mean, are all of... I don't even know. Nice guy? Oh god. Someone with a nice... They got nicknamed Nice Guy 14. Oh man. Holy shit. Yeah, that guy did look like a Timo Ben Shapiro. Nice Guy 714. Where to begin? Well... I love this intro. I love their writing. Like, okay, this is... Writer, maybe you'll appreciate this, but I feel like... like, writing where to begin, well, at the beginning of your dating profile is such a quirky little way to start your thing. Like, well, where to begin? I am a straight, white, heterosexual male. That's we're gonna start right with that. The number one villain to Western society. The number one villain to Western society, and amidst all the accusations, distractions, and berating of the media, culture, academia, and the modern world, I would like to commit the ultimate sin and procreate with another straight, white, heterosexual female in hopes of maybe having a family one day, hopefully soon. Yo, this is crazy. These people actually think that this is like a persecuted thing. Now, I don't know if you guys know this about me, and I'm sorry to be, I know that I do espouse progressive politics, and this is going to upset you. I know. But I am a white man married to a white woman, and we have a child of whiteness. I'm sorry. I know I've let you all down. It's the number one crime in society. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I know that may come across as pretty radical to most, but I like to live on the wild side and aim for a traditional white family to call my own. If my sarcasm hasn't already scared you off, feel free to shoot me a message and get to know me a little more. That's not sarcasm. I know, I'm part of the problem. I know. The metal transfer, I don't know you, disowned. I know it's a betrayal on the highest order. And, my goodness. Writer, I love, everyone's going with the joke. Writer's caught up on the grammar still. Classic English teacher stuff right there. No, I love this guy. I love this guy right here. If my sarcasm hasn't already scared you off. Look at this sarcastic guy. Wait a minute. Are you allowed to be anti-woke and also have a picture of yourself in black and white with just your acoustic guitar in color? That's some soft boy stuff. I don't know. Nice Guy 714? Pretty weak in the Nazi department here. White Delight US. Hey, caramba. All right, let's see if, oh, man. Oh, man. We, surprisingly enough, have seen some of the young guys here. Oh. Yo, they take the worst photos, too. They pick the worst photos. Oh, my goodness. Worst photos ever. All right, let's go to a different. I want to explore the world a little bit here, right? Like, what other country do we think? What other country do? Should we hit like the UK? Somewhere in the UK, that was the other big one. Or no, I think I have to go to UK. Oh no, maybe. It's so hard in their dog shit system to find where the fuck they put everything. Okay, here we go. Oh, none of these Brits have images. What the fuck? Lizard, bro comes off like he gets mad if mom doesn't make ants on a log after dinner. Oh my god, yo, that is so good. That is so fucking good. Mom, my ant's on a log. Hey, are we hiding our faces here? Wait, okay. United Kingdom has $3.99. Maybe UAE. Oh, I guess there's white supremacists living abroad? What? This is, man, no wonder they're not getting any matches. There's a million. Luxembourg and Luxembourg. Let's go to all. See where the image is at. Where are all the images at? Oh, here we go. No. No, everyone's hiding. Why is everyone hiding? Let's go to France. France. Okay, how many options do I have for France? This is so fucking confusing. Confederate States of America. Currently staying long-term in England. Okay, I see. So they can write whatever the fuck they want. They can write whatever the fuck they want. Confederate States of America. God, so this is difficult. This is difficult to navigate. Seattle. The Kingdom. Skyrim. Who's from Skyrim? Show yourself. Show yourself, Nord. Incredible. All right. Well, look, we got other things to cover. We can't go looking around at these goofs all night, right? Am I right? We could probably see what this guy's group is. Oh no, we already looked at him. Yeah, it's hard to it's hard to. Yeah, this is the one, the United States one. This is the main one. The United States one. This one is popping off. This one is absolutely popping off. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I think there's really just not a lot of. I think there's just not a lot of images. I don't think there's a lot of imaged. Yeah, I mean, hey, they're scared. All right, well, that's okay, stupid. White data leaked. Oh, look at all those potatoes in the U.S. Look at all those spuds. Oh, yeah, you could just do it. Oh, you could do it like this, so I could see all... Oh, my gosh, I could see all the people in Jersey who are assholes. That's crazy. This is crazy work, Martha Root. Ajax, we are not covering a new form of rock skipping or seaman racing. However, we will be covering Glasgow's full force ball kicking sport. So, let's go to that maybe real quick while we transition here. Okay, so that's okay, stupid. Highly recommend you follow Martha Root on their website, on their YouTube channel.
White Deal is a free.
This is their YouTube channel. I'll drop it again in the chat if you did not grab it last time. Boom. Make sure you sub-a-dub-dub to Martha Root, because that is cool stuff. They are doing a cool thing. So look. Here's the deal. Guys. Let's get serious. Let's get serious. And let's cover this before I get into the next story, because the next story might take a minute too. I don't know. But listen, y'all. Oh, that's the wrong story I pulled up. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the kick in the balls. All right, everybody. Sports. They're what people do to compete. Now, there's many sports in this world. Some of them are combat sports. Okay, not my thing. But some people like to, have a nice violent sport occur. Now, I did find a sport that I think I could get down with. Now, this combat sport is the full force kick in the balls. And it's one of those things where you might find yourself having to debate, is this a sport or is this an art? It's like a marching band thing. Is it a sport? Is it an art? Is it music? Is it athletics? It's a little both. Writer, you have a good night? Now, why would you kick each other in the balls full force? Let's find out. Hundreds gather in Glasgow to watch full force kick in the balls. More than 100 people turned out to Glasgow's Queen Park to watch the kick in the balls. The avant-garde event was billed as a final send-off to male anatomy before a trans person's bottom surgery, with the kick delivered alongside a flute accompaniment. Holy shit, that's fucking awesome. This is great. A poster which circulated online read, "Come watch me get kicked in the balls one last time before bottom surgery. The kick would be delivered full force, big boot, execution style, and by a large dick," it said. Holy shit. Yo, this is fucking incredible. This is the poster which was shared on the Glasgow Reddit page. Holy fuck. Come watch me get kicked in the balls one last time before bottom surgery. Kick performed by oh. Yo, that did not say large dick. That's hilarious. Full force, big boot. Execution style, flute accompaniment. Yo, this is the best poster I've ever seen in my life. This poster is not a bit. I'm actually being kicked in the balls. I'm actually being kicked hard in the cock and balls. LMAO. Maximum disrespect. A nice Sunday out for the polycule. Yo. This is so much more amazing. I thought this was going to be a simple... I didn't think this was going to be a fucking amazing, like, pro-trans art piece. I did not read this article. I genuinely thought it was going to be just like a kick in the balls thing. The flute accompaniment is absolutely peak, 100%. And the fact that it's labeled as execution style. Yo, incredible. The promo flyer finished. The poster is not a bit. I'm actually being kicked in the cock and balls. LMAO. Maximum disrespect. A nice Sunday out for the polycule. Welcoming the approximately 120 people who had turned out in Glasgow's Queen's Park, the performers said they had put up one flyer at my local bookshop and had expected maybe 10 people to show up. To cheers, they went on, "I made it to the top of the bottom surgery list. I promised someone like 5 months ago if I did, I'd get kicked in the nuts as a consequence. I'm shaking. I'm also thrilled," they added. The kicker then took over saying, "The event was about the transience of human experience. If you know that, you will never feel something again in your life, even if that is an unpleasant something. Surely one last time." That's insane. That's, I mean, honestly, irony if this messes up this, oh shit, if that messes up the surgery, that'd be fucking awful. It may also give you like phantom ball pain. I would feel, like if you get kicked in the balls right before. Holy moly. You're going to be like fucking Venom Snake. The audience was asked not to video the event on their phones or upload any clips to the internet, with the host saying that an official videographer would capture it. One performer then squatted with their back turned before they were delivered a swift kick to the genitals. They they crumpled to the ground amid cheers from the crowd, with Glasgow locals heard to shout, "Now do it again, and what about the other testicle?" The accompanying flute then played the last post. Quote, "My people, my city, my heart. 1010, no notes." A post online reportedly written by the performer said, "I fall to the ground and languish a moment. I can feel it more in my lower chest than I can in my groin, but the humor and adrenaline lift me, and I'm laughing on my feet again soon. I kneel for the last post." It comes amid a growing number of watch me style events. In Edinburgh last summer, some 1,000 people turned out to watch a comedian fold a fitted sheet. That's pretty good. 40 consecutive days eating an entire rotisserie chicken. I kind of love this. In 2022, a man in the U.S. went viral after eating an entire rotisserie chicken every day for 40 days, with crowds gathering in Philly to watch him complete the final day of the challenge. Yeah, I kind of love this. I love this thing. The Phantom Balls is the new anti-superhero. Oh, hell yeah. Snake! Flute? Fuck that. Moon Hooch would have been better wind instrument band. Yo, I mean, this is just good. I like this event, this watch me event style thing. This is a good way to come together and just like enjoy something. Holy shit, what a heartwarming tale. Wow. I wonder if did it get video? Did they upload the video? Let's see. No? Oh, Lizard, you lived in Portland? Yeah, like this does feel like very Portland coded kind of a dealio. Oh man. I really hope video of this comes out soon. What a lower abdomen warming tale. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow, that was awesome. I mean, you know, a good tale of ball kicking is great, but that was so much better than I thought it would be. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody. So let's hop on to the next bigger story and go on from there. So boop, boop, boop. Okay. So in my last video that I just posted, I was talking about Nick Shirley, and we watched a little bit of a news piece on his video, and we watched a real Minnesota journalist talk about what's going on there and stuff, and we saw that a couple things in his video that were kind of funny, like the expert that he brought on, who he just listed as David. He didn't even say, oh, this guy is like a financial expert who knows something about fraud in Minnesota. He just says he's been looking into the fraud in Minnesota, and his name is David. So he's like this random source, just trust David, right? And we kind of had a little laugh about that, right? Oh, it's just David. Now, apparently, we now know who David is, okay? And you know, it makes a lot more sense, considering this was basically just a propaganda piece that was taken by the Trump administration, and they glommed onto it, and it's been used as a propaganda piece for them to... They've frozen funds in all 50 states. That's what we talked about in our last video, right? The Trump administration froze childcare funds in all 50 states, saying that they would have to prove certain requirements to get that funding reinstated. Now, the big problem with that, obviously, is with Trump, things are very unpredictable, and who knows what those requirements are going to be. Is he going to use this as an opportunity to withhold funding from states and politicians that he does not like or agree with? Most likely. He's already talked about they're mainly going to be looking into blue states, right? That's what he's referenced already. So it's going to be used, this video has already been used by the administration, by people in the government as a political tool and as a propaganda piece. Now they find out that the unnamed source, the David in the Minnesota video, the viral Minnesota Somali fraud video, is a right-wing lobbyist who called Muslims demons. So his name is David Hoch. And he was identified only by first name in Nick Shirley's video. He got his info for his anti-Somali campaign from a GOP state house staffer. Okay? So in a video alleging fraud at Somali-owned daycare centers in Minneapolis, it's fucking Sonic Zone. In his video alleging fraud at Somali-owned daycare centers in Minneapolis, right-wing YouTuber Nick Shirley was led around the city by a purported whistleblower called Only David. Shirley and outlets like Fox News that credulously picked up the influencer's video credited David by first name only. While Shirley's video portrays the man as a party interested in purported fraud because he observed daycare centers near his office in downtown Minneapolis, David, it turns out, is actually a political operative with connections to the Minnesota State House. Shirley's main source is a lobbyist and one-time right-wing candidate for Minnesota Attorney General, whose full name is David Hoch. Accounts bearing his name have a long online history posting about the Somali community in Minnesota. Hawk. Hawk, not Hoch. Sorry, Kermit. Your ears were exploding on that one. I got you. David Hawk. So yeah, Shirley's main source is a lobbyist and one-time right-wing. It's the German way to say the CH. I see now. Shirley's main source is a lobbyist and one-time right-wing candidate for Minnesota Attorney General, whose full name is David Hawk. Accounts bearing his name have a long online history posting about the Somali community in Minnesota. A TikTok and recently deleted Instagram account posted almost exclusively on the subject, including derogatory statements about Somalis and Muslims. Quote, "Every Somali in Minnesota is engaged in fraud. All of them," Hawk posted on the now deleted Instagram account. And that's one of the big problems I have with Nick Shirley's video as well, okay? Because say what you will about the fact that there is fraud in Minnesota, that's absolutely non-debatable. There's fraud there. But to treat any race as a monolith is wrong every single time. Not only is it racist, it's fucking stupid, right? I mean, there's not a single instance of anyone on the planet being part of a monolith. That just doesn't happen. Yeah, Ajax, yeah, every single one somehow. Like, every single person is involved in fraud. That does not make sense. It's a stupid thing to say. But the thing that's tough now is that people just, they don't care that it's a stupid thing to say. They like it. Racists like it. Lots of people like this shit. And that's fucked. They don't care that it doesn't make sense. It doesn't need to make sense to us for them to just, like, enjoy being racist. In November, he posted, quote, "Even the blacks have had enough of the demon Muslims." This guy's an absolute fuck. Absolute fuck. Hawk's last name was not given in Shirley's video. I wonder why. But The Intercept identified him using information in the video itself cross-referenced with publicly available materials. And now also ask yourself why Nick Shirley didn't say who this was and how that falls in line with proper investigative journalism. If this person is reliable in any way, then sharing who it is should not be a problem. According to the video, Hawk received information for his campaign against Somali daycare centers from the Minnesota State House. Emails shown in the video. Sorry, I got myself backed up there. Hawk's last name was not given in Shirley's video, but The Intercept identified him using information in the video itself, cross-referenced with publicly available materials. According to the video, Hawk received information for his campaign against Somali daycare centers from the Minnesota State House. Emails show in the video Emails shown in the video reveal he got state funding figures for specific centers from a Republican staffer named Joe Marble. Neither Hawk nor Marble responded to requests for comment. Marble works as a committee administrator for the Minnesota House Republicans, as well as a research consultant for the House GOP caucus, according to his LinkedIn profile. Marble and Hawk ran 2 lobbying groups together years ago, including one involved with the gambling industry. The pair were elementary and high school classmates. After Shirley's 42-minute video won praise from MAGA figures across the country, including from the Trump administration, Minnesota Republicans were quick to hitch their wagons to the expose. State Republican Lisa DeMuth has been... Oh, hey, Lily CT, how you doing? Very nice to have you in here. We are talking about the random guy, David, who is in Nick Shirley's video, is a right-wing ghoul, apparently. He said some really crazy racist stuff, and the reason Nick Shirley didn't label who it was in the video is probably because of that. So after Shirley's 42-minute video won praise from MAGA figures across the country, including from the Trump administration, Minnesota Republicans were quick to hitch their wagons to the expose. State Representative Lisa DeMuth said during a virtual news conference Monday that, quote, "Our caucus has been working to expose fraud for years, including working with Nick Shirley." For his part, in an X post on Wednesday, Shirley denied working with or even knowing who DeMuth is. Hawk, however, speaks openly about his links to the Minnesota State House in the video. Quote, "I have some..." His name is pronounced David. "I have some contacts..." Oh, so this is what Dave said. Quote, "I have some contacts in the Capitol going back many, many years, and so the data I am getting is 100% accurate, coming directly from research done by people at the state Capitol," Hawk says in the video. Printouts Hawk carries throughout the video show a December 3rd email to Hawk's Hotmail from a Minnesota State House addressed for Marble. The subject line says, "Mako Childcare," referring to one of the closed daycare centers the pair visits in the video. In one of the emails, Marble notes that a Google Maps image of one of the daycare centers shows Somali guys standing out front. Okay, so, again, this whole thing was constructed from the ground up, manufactured to take some fraud that's happened and then scapegoat this to elevate the political careers of both David and Nick Shirley. And yeah, Lily, the source, it just reads as like, "Trust me, bro." That's basically that whole video. Now, there's even things in the video, you know, I mean, this is obviously the kind of thing that, you know, right-wingers won't really care about and will kind of support. But, like, even in the video, like, when somebody is speaking in a different language, there's no translation, there's no anything like that. Rather, there's putting, like, yelling in Somali at the bottom. That's the caption, right? There's a meme sort of element to this thing that is trying to really actively create the theater, right? That these Somalis are bad, and they're across the board associated with this. Minnesota is Minnesota a red state or a blue one? I believe it's blue, because that's where Tim Walz was the governor. Yeah. Yeah, Minnesota is blue. And it's interesting because I've been looking on some of the Minnesota Reddits, right? And a lot of people are very, you know, bummed that Tim Walz is leaving. They liked him as a governor, you know. Say what you will about his politics, but the people that were there liked him regardless of his flaws. And now this video is part of what has made him resign. And conservatives love that. You know, to them, this is like a slam dunk, right? They don't care what the broader impact of this stuff is, even though at the end of the day, frozen funds for childcare, it affects all of us. It, that doesn't care if you're conservative, Democrat, whatever. It doesn't give a shit. That's your kid's gonna be losing out on money. At the very least, it's gonna be harder to access that money. Or if you're a Republican living in Minnesota or something, now it's the childcare restrictions there are gonna be way harder. So there's a punishment that's going around basically across the whole country for this one video and for fraud that's happened in one state. So identifying David Hawk. Though Shirley doesn't use Hawk's last name, the video contains information about his identity. The logo on Hawk's shirt is obscured, but his name, email address, and the house email address of his former lobbying partner Marvel are all visible on the email printout he carries throughout Shirley's video. Shirley interviews Hawk in an office with photographs behind him depicting examples of metal roofing. Several of the same photos are used in online promotion materials for Garlock French, a roofing company in Minneapolis. Hawk was an employee at Garlock French, according to social media posts, and a campaign finance disclosure related to a political donation in 2020. Garlock French did not respond to a request for comment. The email address for David Hawk listed in the documents in the video also leads to multiple accounts around the web linked to the lobbyist. The Hotmail address is listed in a public document documenting Hawk's request for a waiver for a late fee related to the renewal of his lobbyist registration in 2024. Hawk retains his active lobbyist registration in the state. Hawk's email is also listed on a TikTok account for Ladder Right, a company formed by Hawk to sell ladder safety equipment, where Hawk's videos on the Minnesota Somali community were posted. One of the posts on the TikTok channel shows the same printed list of Somali-owned daycares Hawk holds in the Shirley video. After The Intercept began making inquiries for this article, Hawk's Instagram account was deleted, and the name of his TikTok account was changed, with the listed email address removed. Hawk ran for a Minnesota Attorney General in 2010 as the Resource Party candidate. A sometime lobbyist on gaming issues, Hawk campaigned largely on a platform opposing what he alleged was Italian mafia influence in local tribal casinos. So the thing, the other thing I find so interesting about this is if you look on like the video I just posted about Nick Shirley, right? Which go check that out, hit it with the like, all that good stuff. Please go support it. Right now it's got like, or I don't know what the status of it is right now, but earlier in the day, it had a lot of comments from like right-wingers who were like, oh, you're biased, instantly biased. This is propaganda. You're doing propaganda, right? Hilariously, this video is made by a lobbyist and somebody, a conservative content creator whose absolute goal is to misinform you to make money, and that lobbyist's goal is to advance the narrative of his politics. So, am I saying Hawk wrong again? Hawk. Oh yeah, Tom, the Michael Burns video, the second one, next stream. Yeah, probably. Yeah, definitely. We can watch that. But yeah, the thing is, look, like, in my video, I'm biased. Of course, I'm biased in the same way that anyone else is. But I'm just literally reading what and reporting on and reacting to what a Minnesota journalist, somebody who's actually looked at this, has said, right? It's not like I'm going through the scenario and going like, no way. It's like, all Somalis are innocent, like all people are, it's just across the board. There's nuance in every situation. But honestly, the race of the people involved doesn't have anything to do with the fraud that's going on, right? Like, it doesn't matter if everybody involved in the Minnesota fraud is Somali, but we don't even know that yet. That information is not conclusively available. There's no empirical evidence to any of this. So the fact that people will come up to it, come up to an interpretation going, yes, there's fraud in the state, but you shouldn't freeze funds across the country, because the extent of that fraud, the details of that fraud are barely even known. Should there be an investigation? Of course. No taxpayer money should be misappropriated without some kind of investigation. But this is obviously not an investigation, and they're letting it turn into something that's used as a tool. And rather than look at it with any, objectivity or listen to any of the facts, they will suck down whatever Nick Shirley's throwing down. Right? And that's what it is. So, yeah, shout out to the journalists on the ground. Hell yeah. Oh, Charlie, what is up? Oh, man. Yo, guys, Charlie's in the chat. Charlie is an old school homie. He's from the band back in the day. Back in high school, I was in a band with Charlie called Hermione Skedaddler, which was the greatest synonym for ding dong ever created. So Charlie's a real one. Charlie's an old school homie in the chat. Make sure you show him some love. So this whole thing is already presented from a biased perspective. Like, the video is biased. Any response to it is gonna have is purely like coming off of the analysis of that bias, and then trying to figure out, yeah, there's fraud in every sector. So Confused Lizard just said, there's fraud in every sector. The difference is the only ones they care about are the ones done by poor people and brown people. 99.9% of the fraud is done by the rich. And that's exactly the point. Like, the real estate fraud is so much more significant than something like this. Okay, this was, I believe real estate fraud is something like, it's like millions of dollars every year. It's totaled up to, over time, multiple billions of dollars, right? In terms of fraud, this Somali daycare thing is relatively minuscule. Now, the number they report is 10 billion, but that number is not confirmed. And I'm seeing that in all the debates right now. Whenever anyone's talking about this, they say $10 billion of taxpayer money stolen, and you just want to sit there and do nothing about it. It's like, that number's not confirmed. We just investigate the fraud that happens at the source. You don't punish the entire country, right? God, recordings, if we have them, I don't even know. Yeah, trillions. They're out there saying it's fucking gajillions. They said, dude, these are 1,000 gajillion dollars. How dare you let that taxpayer money slide through? Meanwhile, they're defending Trump. I don't even have to fucking spell that out, right? So in the viral video, Shirley and Hawk set out to prove that the daycare centers listen to Marble's emails committed fraud by showing that no children are present. Shirley has since told a CNN reporter that he thought daycares are typically unlocked for unannounced visitors. Okay. Why would you even fucking say that, Nick Shirley? Why would you... Yo, they're not even good at the grift, man. They're not even fucking good at the grift. You thought daycares are typically unlocked for unannounced visitors? A daycare? That's where the kids are. Holy shit. Video footage from local Minneapolis residents revealed Shirley and David arrived with masked men, scaring at least one daycare director into not opening the door, he told CBS Minnesota. Yeah, so if you watch the footage, it's literally just them going up to the doors and the people being like, what? Who the fuck are you? And him being like, you're committing fraud. And then being like, oh, no, okay, whatever. I'm closing the door on you. This is literally just it. Oh, yo, Charlie, you can come on for an affordable housing pod one day, of course. Hell yeah. Because let me tell you, too, there's some fucking fraud going on with affordable housing and shit. Pilot programs in towns are destroying shit. So I don't know if you've heard about this, but pilot programs are payment in lieu of taxes, right? Developers of luxury apartments and condos will pay a flat fee to a municipality to build there, and they don't have to pay taxes. So they pay a flat fee up front, and they do not have to pay taxes in perpetuity. So you're talking about taxpayer money being stolen. You're talking about money not going to your municipality that you deserve. These are much bigger problems. Yeah. Okay. So Charlie, yeah, trillions of dollars for real estate fraud. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Lily, you're so glad he's not a parent. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, Doge was a fraud for sure. You know, like the whole thing is fraud. See, I mean, fucking talk about fraud. What about corporate subsidies? What about things like Elon Musk? He gets nothing. He gets our tax dollars for his businesses. You want to talk about fraud? You want to talk about fucking fraud? Dude, Charlie, Amazon has a $1 billion fund for affordable housing they tout as substantial charity while their FTEs take tens of billions in subsidized rent a year. Yep. Holy shit, that's crazy. Yeah, you got to come on. We got to talk about that one day. For sure, because that is where some of the slimiest shit is happening. And none of these dudes care about stuff like that. So, you know, it's absolutely one of those things where it's like, no matter what debate we get in with them, it's like, holy shit, this is not the fraud that you are looking for. All right. Like it's crazy. Yeah. Kermit, the true welfare queen, Elon Musk, absolute welfare queen. Absolutely. In the viral video, yeah. Shirley is okay. Some of the video's allegations are unclear, with contradictory evidence continuing to emerge. Despite Hawk and Shirley claiming ABC Learning Center was always empty, CBS Minnesota reviewed timestamp footage showing kids dropped off before and after Shirley's visit to the daycare. Holy shit. Shirley's YouTube video has garnered millions of views since it was posted last week and sparked a frenzy on social media over the last week. So yeah, I mean, besides the fact that like these were hours that these places are usually closed, there were still kids there. You know? And I know that they were making fun of the signage on there. It said like Leering Center instead of Learning Center or something, which like, yeah, that's funny and it's fucking sketchy and weird. But like, honestly, you can probably just chalk it up to, if this is a daycare center run by somebody whose English is not their first language, then they might not realize a typo like that. And in a preschool, right, or something like that, or it's not even preschool, like it's childcare for when you're at work, that kind of thing. You know, it makes no sense. So these allegations, first of all, have nothing to them. There's nothing empirical in the video. Nothing empirical at all. Shirley's YouTube video has garnered millions of views since it was posted last week and sparked a frenzy on social media over the last week. Vice President J.D. Vance claimed Shirley did far more useful journalism than any of the winners of the 2024 Pulitzer Center Prizes. And Attorney General Pam Bondi lauded Shirley's video. I mean, look, if J.D. Vance and Pam Bondi are telling you they like something, you should automatically know that it's not the truth. Come on. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. Like, these are people that do not deserve your trust. They've not earned any trust. I don't know, that's not going to convince anybody who trusts them. But that's, you know, that's where we're at. So yeah, Pam Bondi lauded Shirley's video. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, and she, I mean, you know, that's a dog. Look, Kristi Noem kills dogs. Right? Allegedly. But we know that. So I'm not gonna take anything a dog killer says. That's Denny and me. I'm not gonna listen to anything that they say. So Kristi Noem announced that U.S. Immigration's and Customs Enforcement investigations were on the ground in Minneapolis right now, conducting a massive investigation on childcare and other rampant fraud. Can the preschools sue this Shirley guy for non-consensual filming at school/kids? So look, I don't think they can really, because I don't think he went inside any of the places. You know, I'm honestly not sure what they could do. And quite frankly, I don't think any of these daycare centers would be able to go up against this guy who's got lobbyist backing. You know, the president loves his shit, you know, so I just don't think, oh, Charlie, she did say it straight up, right? Yeah, it's not a legend. I was watching my P's and Q's, you know, you never know. But she said it, yeah. Yeah, look. In terms of conservative lore, I'm more of a fan of Laura Loomer eating dog food when it comes to my canine-related conservative goofery. But like, Ajax is possibly able to sue, but it doesn't look like he actually filmed the kids. The issue of other people spamming their phone number has potential, though. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's weird, too, because, like, a lot of these states don't have up-to-date laws when it comes to cyber harassment, doxing, that sort of stuff. So I don't think that there's a ton that could be done. And quite frankly, they're so gung-ho about scapegoating the Somali community. It's really hard. I honestly don't know what can be done. So, because continuing on, the big thing, you know, Trump administration freezing all of the child care funds to the state of Minnesota and to all 50 states is also another part of that. So they demand an audit of the daycare centers in the video. Here's the thing. Who knows what that audit entails? Who knows what information they have to hand over? Ajax, your mom was so disgusted when she saw the video. It reminded her of when her divorced dads tried to take kids without permission. That's exactly why we don't let anyone inside. Yes. Yes, 100%. Lily, do not apologize for interrupting the reading. No, 100%. We're here to talk and learn and, you know, go through this stuff together. And that's the beauty of the stream. So please do interrupt whenever you have a question. Because I don't have all the answers, but like we got a lot of great people in this community. You know, Charlie was just giving a lot of great information. We have so like, you know, we've got English teachers. We got tech people. You know, somebody is always bound to know something that can help us all out. So definitely be totally cool with interrupting and asking questions. So yeah, so who knows what these audits entail? And now another thing, copycat amateur researchers on X are now trying to recreate Shirley's methods, showing up at businesses and even home daycares owned by members of immigrant communities in other states. Mark Fitzpatrick is doing this in Idaho right now, okay? I'll probably do a video and cover that. But they're literally just going up to people. They're not finding anything. These people they just want to go up to brown people and hope to get a gotcha video. That'll make them some money and give them some online clout. This is literally just for money and popularity. So it's disgusting. I'm in an interview on Donald J. Kermit, you can apologize. You can apologize, Kermit. No, don't you apologize. No, you have a Kermit, I want a cloaca apology. Cloaca apology. In an interview on Donald Trump Jr.'s podcast, Shirley and Hoax Research, Shirley said Hawks. I keep fucking that up. Hoke? Wait, is it Hoke? Is that why? Is that why, Kermit, you've been so mad? It's Hoke, isn't it? I fucked that up this whole time. In an interview on Donald Trump Jr.'s podcast, Shirley said Hoax research had been suppressed. There's a man by the name of David, Shirley said. He's been trying to get people to listen to him for years. He's gotten a journalist, but they won't even shed a light on what he's saying, which is hilarious to say because we literally watched a video of a Minnesota journalist who has covered this fraud. So that they've just don't, I guess, repeat whatever any random fucking crackpot says. That's just the way that goes. Big Jerry, what's up? How you doing? Glad to have you here. So yeah, that's what's going on with David. David, turns out, is just a big piece of shit. And yeah, so that's what's going on there. Who the fuck cares about them? Let's talk about something. Let's wash the palate again. Let's wash the palate again, gang, because holy fuck. It's dystopian. It's dystopian out there. But you know what? Some things do give me a little bit of hope. Like when the dystopian stuff doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Big Jerry, do we want to hear a joke? Of course we want to hear a joke. Please. I want to hear a joke. Born to hear jokes. So Alaska's court system built an AI chatbot. It did not go smoothly. A year-long effort to build an AI probate assistant reveals the limits of government chatbot development. So yeah, I mean, you know, the thing about AI, you know, being in the court system, that's terrifying, is that AI gets shit wrong a lot. Like, a lot. Can it aggregate information? Of course. It compiles info, but it also has, like, the wildest interpretations on stuff. Draws the weirdest fucking parallels and conclusions. So this, to me, is... and look at this. The project has been plagued by delays and as chatbots put out hallucinations and unexpected results. Duh. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Lily, Alaska has internet? That's incredible. That is so funny. I'm surprised too. I'm pretty sure they had to they had to feed a grizzly bear like a 5G receiver or some shit. Yeah, Ajax, people have been found in contempt for using AI as a lawyer, but Alaska tried this. So, Alaska didn't hear about... Lizard says Alaska didn't hear about that guy who had ChatGPT generate his legal filings and got turbo sanctioned for all the made-up case law. That's fucking incredible. I've seen some videos like, you know, sometimes they do the audit the court videos. I've seen some of those where they basically just have... I mean, it's tons of stuff, but there's been a couple of people that try to have AI represent themselves, and it never goes well. Dealing with a loved one's belongings after their death is never easy, but as Alaska's state courts have discovered, an inaccurate or misleading artificial intelligence chatbot can easily make matters worse. For more than a year, Alaska's court system has been designing a pioneering generative AI chatbot termed the Alaska Virtual Assistant, AVA, to help residents navigate the tangled web of forms and procedures involved in probate, the judicial process of transferring property away from a deceased person. Oh God, this is not going to go well. You can't use AI with dead people. It's always bad. Always bad shit comes out of that. Lizard, when the guy asked if ChatGPT, if the sources it cited were right, ChatGPT said yes, so we argued. That's incredible. Yet what was meant to be a quick AI-powered leap forward in increasing access to justice has spiraled into a protracted year-long journey plagued by false starts and false answers. AVA, that's what we're calling the AVA. It's absolutely got the vibe of like, this is our court system. Ava, she will guide you to justice. Ava was supposed to be a 3-month project, said Aubrey Souza, a consultant with the National Center for State Courts, who has worked on and witnessed Ava's evolution. Quote, we are now at well over a year and 3 months, but that's all because of the due diligence that was required to get it right. Designing this bespoke AI solution has illuminated the difficulties government agencies across the United States are facing in applying powerful AI systems to real-world problems where truth and reliability are paramount. Quote, with a project like this, we need to be 100% accurate, and that's really difficult with this technology, said Stacy Mars, the administrative director of the Alaska court system and one of the AVA project's leaders. Quote, I joke with my staff on other technology projects that we can't expect these systems to be perfect, otherwise we'd never be able to roll them out. Once we get the minimum viable product, let's get that out there, and then we'll enhance that as we learn. But Mars said she thinks this chatbot should be held to a higher standard. Quote, if people are going to take information they get from their prompt and they're going to act on it and it's not accurate or not complete, they really could suffer harm. It could be incredibly damaging to that person, family, or estate. Yeah, you know, this is definitely one of these instances where you cannot have an AI be the last step in whatever. You know, I would rather AI not be involved at all. But you definitely can't have it be the last step in whatever chain is happening in terms of something that's involving legality within your own life, right? Like, I don't want AI making a decision that's going to, like, have an actual effect on me. Holy shit. Oh shit, Kermit, that guy was found to have proven to have falsified a lot of evidence. That's funny too, because like an AI would probably be like, that is the most just and accurate evidence I've ever seen. It just glazes you up so hard. It's always just like, that's your evidence is that's so good. You're going to crush it with this case. You've got this in the bag. Lily, not going to lie, it would have been cheaper to use the magic 8-ball predicting things than the AI. Yeah, 100%. I mean, shit. It'd be cheaper to like, just hire a fucking person. Hire more people. Holy shit. You spend so much time trying to fix the AI, trying to get that thing. Just hire a fucking person. We're still here. We still got people. While many local government agencies are experimenting with AI tools for use cases ranging from helping residents apply for a driver's license to speeding up municipal employees' ability to process housing benefits, a recent Deloitte report found that less than 6% of local government practitioners were prioritizing AI as a tool to deliver services. The AVA experience demonstrates the barriers government agencies face in attempting to leverage AI for increased efficiency or better service, including concerns about reliability and trustworthiness in high-stakes contexts, along with questions about the role of human oversight given fast-changing AI systems. These limitations clash with today's rampant AI hype, and could help explain larger discrepancies between booming AI investment and limited AI adoption. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but the use cases for AI are not nearly as robust as like what was originally promised by a lot of these companies. Now, again, I don't think the AI boom is like a good thing. Like, we're still at the point where to actually use generative AI, to use AI, it's the electricity use is way higher, but not only that, they use municipal water that's been filtered and treated to run through these centers, because they can't use just any old water. They need to use drinking water. So it's not even just that it's using a lot of the Earth's water, it's using the water we literally need to drink. Kermit, should I hire a cat AI as my lawyer? You don't need to. You could just get a lawyer. Remember when the lawyer had the cat emoji on his face and he was like, I'm not a cat. I know, I promise. I swear to you, I am not a cat. Please. That shit was fucking awesome. 100 years in the future, kitten AI hologram lawyers. 100 years in the future, I mean, if mankind is around, honestly, the next species to inherit the earth is probably the kitty cats. Once we fall. Mars envisioned the AVA project as a cutting-edge, low-cost version of Alaska's family help. Mars envisioned the AVA project as a cutting-edge, low-cost version of Alaska's family law helpline, which is staffed by court employees and provides free guidance about legal matters ranging from divorce to domestic violence protective orders. Quote, our goal was to basically try to replicate the services with the chatbot that we would provide with a human facilitator. Mars told NBC News, referring to AVA's team of attorneys, technical experts, and advisors from the NCSC. We wanted a similar self-help experience if somebody was able to talk to you and say, quote, this is what I need help with. This is my situation. While the NCSC provides an initial grant to get AVA off the ground as part of its growing work on AI, the chatbot has been technically developed by Tom Martin, a lawyer and law professor who launched a law-focused AI company called LawDroid and designs legal AI tools. So obviously there's somebody to make a little money off of this. Your Honor, my AI cat girlfriend objects. Meow. That is good. True, Grand Theft Auto about cockroaches and Twinkies will inherit the earth. You're right. Kermit, you're right. Raccoons are next. I do think if monkeys can figure out guns, we're in trouble, because a monkey with its opposable thumbs on its feet and a prehensile tail could hold 4 guns and hang from a tree. And that's incredibly threatening. That's so much firepower. A Miku Hatsune lawyer representing me in court would be cool, though. That's true. Nya. Nya, you degenerate. Amazing. Yes, that is Planet of the Apes, I suppose, Grand Theft Auto bot. I suppose that is just Planet of the Apes. Yeah, forget dual. The monkeys are quad wielding. The raccoons could use guns too. There could be a... Am I saying that monkeys are the next Bayonetta? Me? Yes. Always. There could be a war between the raccoons and the monkeys. I could see that happening. But actually, that's why I think the cats will inherit the earth. Because while the monkeys and the raccoons are warring, the kittens will just hole up in the pyramids or whatever, you know, and then just reclaim the earth once the duel is over. Kermit, we are monkeys, but we lost our foot thumbs. So if monkeys do figure out guns, they will overtake us because they could do twice as many guns as us. So yeah, Planet of the Cats. Tom, that movie would do well with this crowd. Raccoons versus monkeys sounds very Florida man news, 100%. That might go down in Florida. That might be the ground zero for this event. What about the marmosets or the orangutans? See, yeah, though, very smart, very smart. Orangutans apparently have seriously scary intelligence. Kermit, have you seen Cat Claw? Seriously, yeah, those ain't no joke. And I'm pretty sure cats have a barbed penis. Now that's frightening to me. And I think whoever has the most barbed penis probably inherits the earth. I'm sorry. That sounds terrible. Marvel had several monkey protagonists. Mr. Murder Mittens. That's an awesome name for a cat. Incredible. Cats the Musical. Oh God. Cats the Musical. Is it like Planet of the Cats? Cats the Musical is a fever dream. Wow. I don't even know how to describe Cats the Musical. I've seen the film. It's wild. Oh, you should see ducks and geese peens. Yeah, they have corkscrew peens, don't they? I believe that's the case. Crazy shit. Hate how we got on this topic. Describing the Ava service, Martin highlighted many critical decisions and considerations that go into the design process, such as choosing and shaping an AI system's personality. Many commentators and researchers have illustrated how certain models or versions of AI systems behave in different ways, almost as if they adopt different personas. Researchers and even users can alter these personas through technical tweaks, as many ChatGPT users found out earlier this year when the OpenAI service fluctuated between personalities that were either gushing and sycophantic or emotionally distant. Other models like xAI's Grok are known for having looser guardrails and increased willingness to embrace controversial topics. Different models have almost different types of personalities, Martin told NBC News. Some of them are very good at rule following, while others are not so good at following rules and kind of want to prove that they're the smartest guy in the room. For a legal application, you don't want that, Martin said. You want it to be rule following but smart and able to explain itself in plain language. Even traits that would otherwise be welcome become more problematic when applied to topics as consequential as probate. Working with Martin, NCSC's Souza noted that early versions of Ava were too emphatic and annoyed users who might have been actively grieving and simply wanted answers about the probate process. Through our user testing, everyone said, "I'm tired of everybody in my life telling me that they're sorry for my loss." So we basically removed those kinds of condolences, because from an AI chatbot, you don't need one more, Souza said. Yeah, Grok embracing controversial topics is fucking crazy. Crazy shit. Oh, someone made a Hot Fuzz reference? That's a fucking great film. Love that movie. So good. Beyond the system's superficial tone and pleasantries, Martin and Souza had to contend with the serious issue of hallucinations, or instances in which AI systems confidently share false or exaggerated information. Quote, "We had trouble with hallucinations, regardless of the model, where the chatbot was not supposed to actually use anything outside of its knowledge base," Souza told NBC News. For example, when we asked it, "Where do I get legal help?" it would tell you there's a law school in Alaska, and so look at the alumni network. But there's no law school in Alaska. Martin has worked extensively to ensure the chatbot only references the relevant areas of the Alaska court system's probate documents rather than conducting wider web searches. But yeah, I mean, this ultimately is one of the big problems with AI. And if you've looked into the what a lot of people who developed AI have said, there's an unpredictability to it, right? AI it's known how it's used and it's known how it's created, but AI can do things that fall outside of the expected range of function. Oh, have I seen the butthole cut of Cats? Ajax. I don't think I've seen the butthole cut. The original one where they had buttholes? No, I haven't. I've only seen the smooth, fleshy, genitalless version. To evaluate... Oh, I'm sorry. Across the AI industry, AI hallucinations have decreased over time and present less of a threat today than they did even several months ago. Many companies building AI applications like AI agent provider Manus, which was recently acquired by Meta for more than $2 billion, stress the reliability of their services and include several layers of AI-powered verification to ensure their results are accurate. To evaluate the accuracy and helpfulness of Ava's responses, the Ava team designed a set of 91 questions regarding probate topics, asking the chatbot, for example, which probate form would be appropriate to submit if a user wanted to transfer the title of their deceased relative's car to their name. Yet the 91-question test proved too time-consuming to run and evaluate. According to Janine Sato, the Alaska Court Systems Director of Access to Justice Services, given the stakes at hand and the need for human review. So Saito said the team landed on a refined list of just 16 test questions featuring, quote, some questions that Ava had answered incorrectly, some that were complicated, and some that were pretty basic questions that we think Ava may be asked frequently. Cost is another critical issue for Saito and the Ava team. New iterations and versions of AI systems have caused usage fees to fall precipitously, while the Ava team sees as a key advantage of AI tools given limited court budgets. Martin told NBC News that under one technical setup, 20 Ava queries would cost only about 11 cents. I'm mission-driven, and it's about impact for me in helping people in the world, Martin said. To be able to carry forward with that mission, of course, cost is extremely important. Yeah, I mean, 20 Ava queries costing 11 cents that's still very high, I feel like. But I don't know enough about this stuff. But it just feels like 11 cents for 20 queries is a lot. It makes me question how much power it's drawing and all that sort of stuff. Yet the ever-changing and advancing systems that power Ava's answers, like OpenAI's GPT family of models, mean that the administrative team will likely have to continuously and regularly monitor Ava for any behavioral or accuracy changes, right? So this is based off of AI models that already exist. So if ChatGPT changes, if that model changes, something within this is going to change. So if it's not constantly updated and monitored, it's not going to do anything. You might as well have humans doing this stuff. It doesn't make it any easier. $0.11 would be expensive if you convert them to other dollar rate. Yeah, I feel like it's like 20 queries, 11 cents. Like that just doesn't. Like you're gonna get tons of queries every day. There's so many people. It sounds like it'd be end up being very expensive. So, and I'd rather my tax dollars go to like putting a human into these roles, create more jobs, and like make sure this stuff it's more reliable, and there's accountability if something goes wrong. There's no accountability with an AI, right? If something goes wrong, oops, you're fucked. We anticipate needing to do regular checks and potentially update prompts or the models as new ones come out and others are retired. It's definitely something we'll need to stay on top of rather than a purely hands-off situation. Despite its many fits and starts, Ava is now scheduled to be launched in late January. If all goes according to plan, for her part, Mars remains optimistic about Ava's potential to help Alaskans access the probate system, but is more clear-eyed about AI's current limits. Quote, "We did shift our goals on this project a little bit," Mars said. "We wanted to replicate what our human facilitators at the self-help centers are able to share with people, but we're not confident that the bots can work in that fashion because of the issues with some inaccuracies and some incompleteness. But maybe with increasing model updates that will change, and the accuracy levels will go up, and the completeness will go up." Quote, "It was just so very labor intensive to do this," Mars added, despite all the buzz about generative AI and everybody saying this is going to revolutionize self-help and democratize access to the courts. It's quite a big challenge to actually pull that off. So I think ultimately, you know, this technology is just, it's not efficient enough yet. That's for sure. And outside of it just being too expensive, it's just not reliable enough. Right? So while there may be a way to use these AI tools in the future to help like navigate some of this stuff, archive or help navigate archival or document related things, but outside of just like navigation and things like that, there's not reliable enough application for this sort of stuff. Ajax, tangentially related, Elon and all Grok workers should be arrested for the recent CSAM Gen AI stuff. Yeah, that stuff's crazy. So if you didn't know, if you didn't hear, I'm sure you've had, this has been a big talking thing, but Grok, yeah, X released a thing where you can just like AI edit anybody's photo. It's really controversial in the art scene right now, but it's also being used to create like CSAM and just like all sorts of like rancid material, non-consensual stuff. Really, really gross. Really, really gross. So yeah, we're just AI is not a benefit to our society quite yet. Certain applications of it are certainly like, you know, like when we saw Martha Root. Martha Root, I put the AI in their hands. I trust it a little more, right? But yeah, yeah, I don't know. YouTube's got it out for Ajax. But yeah. So yeah, this is what's going on with that stuff, guys. Just beware. Our whole lives, I worry that everything in our lives are going to be, you know, left up to AI. And then also the inaccuracy of AI. Like, it can be used to help politicians who might have nefarious goals, right? If AI is inaccurate, but someone chooses to interpret it as entirely accurate, you know, that kind of thing could happen. So that gives me a bit of concern there. So, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Get the AI out of this stuff. All right, guys. So that's what we got for tonight. I'm gonna sign off here because I gotta catch up on a little bit of sleep. I got work tomorrow. But look, a few things. If this is your first time here, and you're not in our Discord, please join the Discord if you like hanging out with cool people. We have a really nice community here. And everybody in it is super wonderful. I'm going to drop that in the chat. Please join us if you want to join the community. We got a music channel. I learned about all my like great new music from you guys in there. We've got like you know, obviously we talk about politics in there. We've got all sorts of stuff going on in there. So join us and let's have some fun. Tomorrow night in the Discord is anime night. We do our weeb night. So we will all be watching. We're watching Yu Yu Hakusho and Night of the Living Cat. Those are two shows we're watching right now as a community. So we will be doing that tomorrow night. Yes, join us. All right. Everybody, have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us and having a good old time. I love you all, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Oh, don't forget, we stream on Thursday as well. Thursday is our gaming stream, and we are probably going to be finishing The Dream Machine. I know I said that last week, but now we're on the last chapter. So make sure you come and join us for that if you're into the gaming. Thursday nights, we do like 1 or 2 news stories for about an hour, and then we do just mad gaming. So much gaming. It's crazy. But all right, guys, everybody have a great night, and I will see you all very soon. Oh, check out my latest video. Give it a like. Throw some hype points if you got those hypey points. All right, I'm out of here.